자, 크리스마스 날 양수리 갔다 와서 한숨 자고 저녁 먹고 영화 신문 좀 읽겠습니다. Spike is likely in U.S. heating cost. Government aid agencies and charities brace for a deluge of requests for help. Some people are going to be on the hook for, in some cases, thousands and thousands of dollars. But Jeffrey, a senior director at Catholic Charities of Buffalo, is worried that both nonprofit and government assistance programs could be overwhelmed once New York's moratorium on utilities shut off for non-payment expire in December. The power of human touch in the execution chamber. The death penalty is wrong, but we can still uphold the dignity of the condemned. As humans, we are deeply wired to connect with our fellow human beings, especially when we first come into this world and when we live it. Upholding the God-given dignity of the condemned has been the core reason I, a Catholic nun, have served as a spiritual advisor to 7 men on death row. My social encounters and concerns with ChatGPT. If you can't do your job better than AI, maybe you need another job. The readers write, I was just reading your newsletter about American Railroad and I was stunned. New Yorkers say bye-bye to the $1 pizza slice. Nobody can do it for $1 a slice anymore. For pizzerias, each ingredient has become more expensive for its own reasons, economists say. A severe drought in parts of the United States and Canada decimated wheat crops, driving up flour prices. How to think about green industrial policy. We don't want to find ourselves saying, well, we cooked the planet, but at least we preserved the rules of World Trade Organization. And this is why a subsidy war with Europe, if it happens, will actually be a good thing. We want other countries to take action on climate, even if it involves some de facto protectionism. Colleges fear a mental health crisis. Many students are isolated and depressed. Omicron may make things worse. It is unclear whether the number of suicides is going up. By Colleen, a spokeswoman for Worcester Polytechnic, said the toll there had been unprecedented. The school had 2 suicides from 2006 to June 2021. She said in the past 6 months, there have been 4 deaths, 2 of them confirmed suicide and 2 others still under investigation. For older Americans, the season brings worry and the resolve. I don't really want to start my life. When you are 80, How many years do you have left? Do you know? I feel a sense of dread if I get it because I am older. Mr. K said, I have some mild lung issue. Am I doomed if I get it? Take a vacation, postage orders. Some executives have made time off mandatory for burned out employees. America has long been a fixture in the global vacation hall of shame, mandating no paid vacation time. Looking for a car, you may need to fly somewhere to get it. Shortages force buyers to go to great lengths to find what they want. The end of the year is normally a peak selling season, with some automakers running ads in which cars are presented as a gift, complete with giant bows. But this year, American consumers are finding that locating the car of their desires is not quick, easy, or cheap. Yes, the bell hooks taught me how to talk back. The writer understood that voice and language are how marginalized people humanize themselves to themselves. She was tough yet compassionate, and had a time in how she talked about feminism and representation, whether in the cast of the Hollywood films or in the workplace. These discussions are incomplete if they don't consider history, race, class, and gender together. In the light of this truth, the guilt I attached to speaking out as a child fade away. Remote work is here to stay. Lean in, employers. A baby boomlet may not have been 2020's only productivity increase. Boomlet. Schools of pride, cheating tool left unused. Researchers find the fears of chatbot fraud in US are overblown so far. Last December, as high school and college students began trying out a new AI chatbot called ChatGPT to manufacture writing assignment, fears of mass cheating spread across the United States. To hinder but enabled plagiarism, some large public school districts, including those in Los Angeles, Seattle, and New York City, quickly blocked ChatGPT on school-issued laptops and school Wi-Fi. Overblown. MSCHF, the Sneaker Collective, has designs on your feet. Its new line debuts with a shoe wrapped up in plastic packing tape. Finding people who are not scared of by the concept we were pitching wasn't easy. There's a ton of global infrastructure that exists to make sneakers, but they are optimized for things that are much more normal than what we want to make. So talking them through it was very difficult at first. What's better than charity? Mutual aid fulfills needs, but it also builds stronger, more resilient communities. I would also like to tell you about 3 organizations that would be great stewards of your donation. Yes, the great books make us better people. To simply know that the kind of question our stimulate are, indeed, questions make you a better person in the sheer sense of understanding the complexity of the real world. Let the post-pandemic city grow wild. Cities contain too many perfected, simplified forms of nature, ones that look pretty but are biologically impoverished. A gun-filled America is a world of fear and alienation. It is not a world of trust or hope or solidarity or any of the values we needed to make democracy work as a way of life. Experts on mental health and mental illness have said repeatedly that it is inaccurate to assert or imply that these issues are primarily responsible for the rise of mass shootings in the United States. Not having children is a choice women have always made. History is full of women without the children. But while younger women today may be liberated or cursed, depending on your point of view, by reproductive options that were less available in the past, the decision of some to avoid motherhood is far from new. History is full of women without children. Among white women born in the last third of the 19th century in the United States, the norm was for 1 in 5 to have no children. Among black women, the number was closer to 1 in 3. North Korea won't give up the bomb. The risk of war has spiked over the past year as the two Koreas have engaged in rhetorical and actual arms race. But nearly anyways, in which America's relations with North Korea might be improved, such as through economic cooperation or development assistance, are held hostage to Washington's insistence that Pyongyang disarm first. School anxiety, dreams, and what they can teach us, why we keep having them, and what they may mean. Right before my children went back to school this month, I had one of my most frequently recurring stressed dreams. As usual, it was this version of a partially true experience. I'm a few credits away from graduating from college, and I realize I have a Russian history test that I have not studied for at all. My books are stuck in a locker outside an unfamiliar classroom, and when I try to open it, I can't remember the combination. The bicycle that saved my life. With a husband and the savings gone, a woman takes to her two-wheeler. If I could bike that mini mountain up the Manhattan Bridge twice a day, then perhaps with time I could also summit my pain. That evening, as I watched the flaming orange ball climb in the night sky, I felt a rush of gratitude. I was not alone. The world still had plenty of beauty to the offer. The pandemic led to more babies last year, not the fear. The resulting baby bump could persist because working from home at least part of each week had become the new norm for many employees. The three economists were also skeptical that the pandemic recession would play out like the recession of 2007 to 2009, when birth rate fell and stayed down. Baby bump. Too many women have a drinking problem. Alcohol use has risen, and our physical and mental health is suffering. But it seems that we are still struggling with drinking. In recent years, there's been a flood of articles about mommy wine culture and alcohol abuse in women. Incivility is on the rise. Deal with it. It seems as if many people are just waiting for a chance to express pent up rage. It's one reason I admit I find the videos of masked refuging passengers being taken off planes in handcuffs quite satisfying. Incivility. Pills are new target in abortion battle and the state that crackdown. 54% the percentage of abortion in 2020 by pills according to the Gunmacher Institute. Already 19 states prohibit pills from being prescribed by telemedicine or delivered through the mail. 9 additional states are proposing to do the same.